If you're watching this right now, it wasn't by coincidence, chance, or luck you were chosen to watch this video. My child, I see the burden that weighs upon your heart, the unease creeping into your soul as the shadows whisper secrets behind your back. Someone has captured a moment of your life, a moment you may not even remember, and they are preparing to release it into the world. Fear grips you, for you do not know their intent. Will they twist the truth? Will they expose your vulnerabilities? I am here, and I will not let you face this alone. You once believed you were safe, that the world you built with your own hands was a sanctuary. But even the most fulfilled soul, one who has gathered their desires into their arms, must remember, joy can be fragile. There are those who watch, not to celebrate, but to find cracks in your happiness. You have seen moments of contentment, but now your heart trembles because of the unknown. Remember, no worldly possession, no status, no outward success can grant you invincibility. The true foundation of security lies in something far greater than the shifting opinions of others. You are not alone in this battle. You have allies, those who truly understand your spirit. Do not let suspicion poison your mind, for not every whisper is meant to harm. Some will stand beside you, shielding you from the storm. But others will stoke the fire of chaos, not out of malice, but because conflict has woven itself into their nature. Their voices will rise, their judgments will clash, and you may feel caught in the crossfire. But I tell you, do not lose yourself in the noise. Stand firm in the truth of who you are. Patience, my child. Do not act in haste. The seeds of your past actions are bearing fruit, and you may not yet see their purpose. The time will come when you will understand why this challenge has arisen. Rushing to defend yourself may do more harm than good. Sometimes, silence carries more power than 1,000 justifications. The words spoken against you will fade, but your integrity will remain if you do not let fear dictate your response. The revelation will come swiftly, unexpected and undeniable. What has been hidden will be exposed, and you will not be able to stop it. You may feel powerless, but do you not see? This moment is not your downfall, it is your rising. What was meant to shame you will only serve as a stepping stone to something greater. When the dust settles, when the storm passes, you will stand victorious, not because you fought with anger, but because you endured with wisdom. The forces of deception are at work, but so is the power within you. There is magic in your soul, a divine gift that cannot be stolen or diminished by human schemes. This test is not here to break you, it is here to remind you of your own ability to create, to transform, to turn even betrayal into a path toward triumph. You are not at the mercy of others' choices, you have power over your own story. This storm will not last forever. Soon, you will find yourself in a place of celebration, where laughter replaces worry and joy overcomes fear. The home within your heart will be restored, more secure than before. Those who truly care for you will not be swayed by the shadows cast by others. The love that is meant for you will endure. But for now, you must find balance. You cannot let this situation consume you. Weigh your emotions carefully. Do not let anger lead you astray, nor let fear silence your voice. Keep your spirit steady, and trust that I am guiding you through this. I see the pain of betrayal, the fear of being left exposed, the sorrow of being misunderstood. But even as some turn against you, I remind you, no human judgment is final. There is a greater justice that moves beyond what you can see now. Even when you feel torn apart, even when it seems like the worst has come to pass, remember, this is not the end. The light will return, and what once felt like ruin will become a foundation for something greater. There are forces at work that seek to ensnare you, to pull you into the darkness of doubt and shame. Do not let them win. The chains they seek to place upon you are illusions. You are not trapped. You are not powerless. You are mine, and I will guide you through this. Even in your darkest moment, I am here. Even when the world turns its back, I do not. This battle is not the end, it is the beginning of your transformation. Stay steadfast, my child. The truth will reveal itself. And when it does, you will stand stronger than ever before. Imagine a young artist who spends years perfecting a masterpiece. Every brushstroke carries their soul, every color is chosen with purpose. One day, someone takes a single unfinished sketch from their studio, just a fragment of the whole picture, and spreads it to the world, claiming it to be the artist's final work. The world sees only an incomplete piece, misunderstanding the depth behind it. The artist is torn, knowing that judgment is being passed unfairly. But time reveals the truth. As the full masterpiece is unveiled, those who doubted are silenced, and those who believed are vindicated. My child, you are that artist. Someone may take a single moment from your life and try to define you by it. But I remind you, your story is not a single stroke. The masterpiece of your life is still unfolding, and I will ensure that the truth is seen. Consider the tale of the wise king who ruled with justice. His enemies, unable to defeat him through war, sought to discredit him. They whispered lies, crafted letters filled with deceit, and spread them through the kingdom. The people, uncertain of what to believe, began to turn away. The king, though hurt, did not fight back with anger. Instead, he waited. Days passed, and the truth emerged, not through his defense, but through the actions of those who accused him. Their greed was exposed, their falsehoods crumbled, and the king's wisdom shone brighter than ever before. My child, you do not need to fight every accusation. Sometimes, the truth defends itself when you remain steadfast in your integrity. Imagine a great tree standing tall in the middle of a vast land. Its roots run deep, its branches stretch wide, providing shelter to many. But one day, a strong wind rises, shaking its branches violently. Some leaves are torn away, some branches bend, but the tree does not fall. In time, the storm passes, and the tree remains, stronger than before. My child, the storm you are facing now is fierce, but it will not uproot you. Those who try to shake your foundation do not understand the depth of your roots. Stand firm, for when the winds die down, you will remain untouched by their attempts to bring you down. A man walking through a dense forest hears a rustling behind him. Panic grips his heart. He imagines a beast lurking in the shadows, ready to strike. He quickens his pace, fear growing with each step. But when he finally turns to face his pursuer, he sees only a small bird fluttering through the leaves. My child, sometimes fear magnifies what is truly there. What seems like an overwhelming threat may not be as powerful as you think. The enemy's greatest weapon is illusion, making you believe you are defenseless when you are not. Turn and face your fear with the strength I have placed within you, and you will see that it holds no true power over you. A sculptor begins to carve a statue from a block of stone. Every chisel mark seems destructive, breaking away pieces of what once was. To the untrained eye, it looks like ruin. But to the sculptor, each strike is purposeful, revealing the beauty hidden within. My child, what you see as destruction may actually be creation. This challenge is not here to break you, it is shaping you into something greater. Do not fear the process, for I am the sculptor, and I know the beauty that lies within you. A traveler carrying a heavy bag walks through a market. A thief, believing there is treasure inside, snatches it and runs. But as he opens the bag, expecting gold, he finds only stones. The traveler, now free from his burden, walks away with ease. My child, sometimes what is taken from you was never meant to be yours forever. What others try to steal, your reputation, your peace, may only be excess weight you were never meant to carry. Let go of the unnecessary, and you will walk forward unhindered. A candle in a dark room flickers as the wind blows through a small crack in the wall. At times, it dims, nearly extinguished. But as the night passes and the wind settles, the candle remains, still burning. My child, your light may seem fragile now, threatened by the storms around you. But I have placed within you a flame that cannot be put out. Let the winds blow. They will not overcome you. When the morning comes, your light will still shine. A fisherman casts his net into the sea, waiting with patience. But when he pulls it back, he finds only broken shells and tangled weeds. Frustration rises within him. Did he waste his effort? But then he remembers, a great catch does not always come immediately. He casts his net again, trusting the process. And when he pulls it up once more, he finds it overflowing with fish. My child, do not lose heart if things seem against you now. Your patience will be rewarded. What you fear is lost may only be a delay before abundance. A garden left unattended begins to fill with weeds. At first, they seem harmless, blending in with the soil. But over time, they choke the true plants, stealing their light and nutrients. My child, the voices of doubt and fear are like these weeds. If you allow them to take root, they will drain your strength. But pull them out now, before they spread further, and your soul will flourish once more. A war ends before a battlefield, surrounded by enemies. He is outnumbered, and doubt begins to creep into his heart. But then, he remembers his training, the strength within him, and the battles he has won before. With renewed courage, he fights, not with reckless anger, but with wisdom and precision. And though he stands alone, he emerges victorious. My child, you may feel surrounded by those who seek to bring you down. But you are not unarmed. You have wisdom, you have strength, and above all, you have me. Do not let fear dictate your actions. Stand firm, and you will overcome. My child, just as the sun always rises after the darkest night, so too will your truth be revealed in time. This moment is but a shadow passing over your path. It cannot take away the light that is within you. Trust in me, for I am guiding you, even through this storm. You are not alone, and you never will be. My child, I see the weight on your heart, the heaviness of knowing that those you trusted have turned against you. The pain of betrayal cuts deep, deeper than any wound on the flesh. You gave your love freely, your loyalty without hesitation, only to be met with deception. It feels as though your very soul has been pierced, as though the air has been stolen from your lungs. The ones who once spoke words of kindness now spread whispers of falsehoods, twisting the truth into a dagger aimed at your back. You wonder how someone could turn so easily, how love could dissolve into malice so quickly. But, my beloved, I remind you, I, too, was betrayed. I, too, was denied by those closest to me. And yet, I overcame. You are not alone in this sorrow. My child, I know the fire that burns within you when wrong has been done. When lies are believed over truth, when deceit is rewarded while honesty suffers, it feels unbearable. You want to cry out, to demand justice, to make them see what they refuse to acknowledge. You long for the world to recognize the truth that is so clear to you. The weight of this injustice presses upon your chest, making it hard to breathe, hard to move forward. But do not let this bitterness take root within you. Justice is mine to give, and I will not let the wicked go unaccounted for. Every falsehood will be overturned, every injustice made right in its due time. Hold on to your integrity, and trust that I will bring forth the truth. My beloved, I see the doubt creeping into your mind. The fear that no one will ever understand your heart, that your words will be twisted, your intentions misjudged. You wonder if it's even worth trying anymore, if it would be easier to remain silent, to fade into the background rather than risk further misunderstanding. But, my child, do not allow fear to silence you. The world may not always understand, but I do. I see your heart with perfect clarity. I know the truth that others fail to recognize. Do not live for their approval, for it is fleeting. Stand in the confidence that I, your Creator, know who you truly are. There are moments, my child, when the world feels empty around you. When even in a crowd, you feel like a stranger, unseen and unheard. Those who once walked beside you now turn away, and their absence echoes louder than any words they ever spoke. You wonder if you will always stand alone, if there will ever be someone who truly sees you. But hear me now, you are never alone. I am with you in the quiet, in the solitude, in the places where no one else dares to go. Even when all others walk away, I remain beside you, holding you, loving you. You may feel abandoned, but I have never left your side. My child, I know how desperately you wish you could change the situation. How you replay every moment in your mind, searching for a way to fix what has been broken. But no matter how hard you try, the weight remains, unmoving. It is as though you are screaming into a void, and no one hears. Powerlessness is a heavy burden, but hear me, I am still in control. What feels impossible to you is within my hands. Do not carry what is not yours to bear. Release your burdens to me, and I will fight on your behalf. Why, my child? I know you ask this over and over. Why must you endure this? Why must you be the one accused, the one misunderstood, while those who deceive seem to prosper? The silence feels unbearable, the lack of answers only deepening your frustration. But my beloved, some answers are hidden not to punish you, but to protect you. There are battles fought in the unseen, truths too deep for the present moment. Trust in me, even when you do not understand. One day, all will be revealed, and the pain of uncertainty will be no more. I see your exhaustion, my child. You have fought for so long, endured so much, and yet the battle does not seem to end. You wonder how much longer you can hold on, how much strength remains within you. The weight of constant struggle presses upon you, draining you. But listen to me, you are not fighting alone. I am your refuge, your source of strength. Rest in me, and let me carry what you cannot. You were never meant to bear this alone. And yet, my child, within all of this pain, there is still a light within you. A flicker of hope that refuses to be extinguished, no matter how fierce the storm. You may feel as though you are drowning, but you are still here, still breathing, still standing. That is no accident. That is my strength within you, my hand holding you steady. Even in your darkest hour, you are not defeated. Hold on to that hope, for it is the seed from which miracles grow. You may not see it yet, but you are stronger than you know. Every trial you have faced, every storm you have endured, has shaped you. What was meant to break you has only built you. My child, you will rise from this. What they meant for harm, I will turn for good. You will not only survive, you will thrive. The very ones who doubted you will stand in awe of what I have done in your life. My child, the moment you release this burden to me, a peace beyond understanding will fill your heart. The world cannot shake what I have established within you. You are mine, and nothing, no lie, no false accusation, no betrayal, can change that. Rest in my love. The storm will pass, the truth will come forth, and you will stand victorious. My child, I know the deep pain you feel when the ones you trusted the most turn against you. When a sibling, a close friend, or even a parent who was meant to protect you becomes the source of your wounds. You ask yourself, how could they do this? How could love turn into betrayal? The sting of their words and actions lingers, making it hard to trust again. You replay every moment, wondering if you could have prevented it, if you were too blind to see the signs. But hear me, my beloved, I was also betrayed. I was abandoned by those closest to me, denied by those who once swore loyalty. Yet, I overcame. And so will you. Let not their betrayal define your heart. Instead, let it draw you closer to me, for I will never turn against you. I will heal the wounds they have left behind. My child, there will be moments in your life when the truth you know in your heart is denied by others. Lies may be spoken against you, your words twisted, your character attacked. It is an unbearable pain to be falsely accused and powerless to prove your innocence. You long for justice, for the truth to be known, but the more you try to defend yourself, the more misunderstood you feel. Let me tell you this, my beloved, I know the truth, and I will make it known in due time. Hold on to your integrity. Do not let their falsehoods corrupt the purity of your heart. Trust in me, for I am your defender. In the end, I will vindicate you, and every lie will crumble before my truth. There are times, my child, when standing for truth will make you an enemy to those who love deception. When you choose righteousness over compromise, you may find yourself isolated. The world rewards those who follow its ways, but when you stand against it, you will feel the weight of its opposition. You may lose opportunities, friendships, or even the approval of those you respect. But I tell you, my beloved, do not fear. For blessed are those who suffer for the sake of righteousness. I see your courage, and I will honor your faithfulness. Though the world may reject you, I embrace you. Your reward is far greater than what they could ever take from you. You look around and see no one standing with you. Those who once walked beside you have turned away, leaving you to face your struggles alone. The silence is deafening, and you wonder if anyone truly cares. But listen, my child, I have never left your side. Even in your loneliest moments, I have been there, whispering my love into your heart. The world may walk away, but I remain. You are never truly alone, for I am closer than your very breath. Call upon me, and you will feel my presence, my comfort, my embrace. It is difficult to see wickedness thrive while the innocent suffer. You wonder why those who deceive, manipulate, and harm seem to go unpunished, while those who strive for good face hardship. The weight of injustice burdens your soul, and you cry out, asking when justice will come. My beloved, know this, I am a just God. Though it may seem delayed, justice is never denied. Every wrong will be righted, every secret brought to light. My child, I know the pain of being misjudged, of having your words taken out of context, your intentions doubted. The fear of being misunderstood can make you hesitant to speak, afraid to be yourself. But you were not created to live in the shadows of fear. Do not seek their approval, for human understanding is flawed. Instead, seek my truth. I see your heart as it truly is, and my understanding is perfect. Let your confidence rest in me, and walk boldly in the path I have set before you. There are times, my child, when it feels like you are constantly under attack. No matter how much you try to move forward, there is always someone or something trying to pull you back. You wonder if you have the strength to keep fighting, or if it would be easier to surrender. But listen to me, I have given you a spirit of power, not weakness. The enemy would not fight so hard against you if you were not destined for greatness. Stand firm. You are stronger than you think, for I am within you, strengthening you with every battle. You once trusted freely, believing in the goodness of others. But time and pain have made you cautious, hesitant to open your heart again. You wonder if you will ever be able to trust without fear. My child, trust is precious, and I do not ask you to give it blindly. But I do ask you to trust me. I will guide you to the right people, those who will honor the love you give. I will heal the wounds of past betrayals and teach you to love again without fear. You watch as lies are believed, as deception spreads, and you feel helpless to stop it. You long for the truth to be revealed, for justice to prevail, but it seems so far away. My beloved, know this, justice is coming. It may not come in the way you expect or at the time you desire, but it will come. Every hidden thing will be brought into the light, and every wrong will be made right. Do not let impatience steal your peace. Trust in my timing, for it is perfect. The pain is real, the wounds deep, but they do not define you. My child, you were made for more than suffering. You were made to rise, to heal, to walk in victory. The weight of betrayal, injustice, and heartbreak will not hold you down forever. I am lifting you up, restoring what was lost, and setting your feet on solid ground. Do not dwell in the past. Step forward with faith, for your future is filled with hope.